This video we're going to quickly make a video. We're going to make a video together. So here I'm going to open up Final Cut Pro, application not responding. Don't know why that is. It doesn't happen often, but anyways, go there, hit F, Final Cut Pro, and open her up. Should take less than 15 seconds. Let's not reopen. Let's not reopen that. Let's start fresh and clean. So in this video, I'm going to, it's going to be a quick one. It's going to be a quick one, hopefully less than a 3-minute video. This old project here, let's delete it. I don't need it anymore. Click on the first, oh yeah, so, okay. I'm going to make this video with the expectation that you know nothing about Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is basically iMovie on steroids. It's just a way faster, cleaner version of iMovie. Way more flexibility. So typically you go up here, you go File, New, we'll go New Project, and we'll call this one YouTube Practice. Okay, we'll call it YouTube Practice. And there you go, voila, you got a brand new clean slate right here. Now what you could do, I've stuck in my USB stick, so I could go right here and click on Import. This arrow means import, import media. And then from here you go up to here and you click on your USB and you can import things right from Final Cut. But I don't like to do that because sometimes it, see this little icon right here? Sometimes it loads and I don't like when it loads. Loading is a thing of the past. So I go right to Finder, scroll down to my USB. It's right here. You find the file that you want to edit and you just drag and drop. I believe this is the one. Yes, it is. Drag and drop. And look at that. Instantly in. There's no loading. So you instantly press play.
Video on how to contact people.
There we go. So this video is going to be about how to contact people. And I probably have some food on my face in this video from all the dragon fruit I was eating. But anyways. So we're going to edit video. This is how to do it. First things first, I like to put my intro in here. So I grab my intro from the desktop. It's always top right corner. Easy to use. And then see this space right here? I get rid of as much of these blank spaces as I can in the videos. That's how you want to, people don't like to just watch emptiness. Look, this is emptiness. Empty, 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 empty. Waste of time. Nobody wants to see that. So you press B on your keyboard. B, so here, you click on here. When you press A on your keyboard, it makes a selection tool. So I can use a selection tool. I can select things. When you click B, B is way down here, it's the blade. A and B and Z are the 3 most used buttons on your keyboard. So B is the blade. So when you click blade, you can chop things like that. And then I go hit A again, so it makes it like this. And I can click on it and then I press delete on the keyboard. And Z, there's Z, you can press Z and it creates this magnifying glass. So Z, you zoom in and you can get nice and close. And then once you're up nice and close, you can use the B tool, the blade cut more accurately. So a little tip there. So let's find something to cut and then we'll trim it. So here's a blank spot. You know, I don't talk during this period. I say like or something. So I'm going to click on here because I want to cut it. And I can click on here because I want to cut that as well. And now I go A on my tool. I select it and now I can just delete. So now when you watch it,
respond to. Now,
it instantly gives it that click.
Respond to. Now,
and again, another blank spot here, so let's practice getting rid of this blank dead area. Hit B on the keyboard, blade tool, click it again here, and there's a gap I can now delete. There's another gap right here, let's delete that, but we'll do it in a slightly different way. Instead of using the blade tool twice, we'll use the blade tool once. So I click B here, I click on that, then back to A, and see how this these 2 little arrows show up? I can now drag that and slider it right to where I want it. So now,
now I get, I don't want to say I get hundreds of messages.
See, we'll get rid of Nobody likes to hear you say either. Nobody likes that. So let's get rid of it. We press the B for blade tool. And this auto line, this white line right here is now yellow, it sometimes interferes with your blade. Like let's say you want to put the blade right here, but sometimes it gets stuck on this yellow line. So you got to zoom in a little extra and press the B tool, and you can get around that. So we're gonna delete this whole section right here because this is the I say.
I get
Actually, we're gonna delete this section right here. This is where I say deleted. Okay, cool. Now you can also quickly go here to zoom in and out instead of pressing the Z tool. I typically press the Z tool to zoom in, and then I use this tool to zoom out. So we'll see what we can do here. Anyways, here's my video intro I put at the start, and now we'll see what the video happens.
Hey guys, quick video on how to contact people, how to send people an email that they're actually going to read and respond to. Now, I don't want to say I get hundreds.
Now we want to get right to the point. We want to get right to the point. People don't like jibber jabber. So, yeah, big blank spot right here. So let's delete that right off the bat. Just clean things up a bit. Get rid of all the blank spots, all the dead spots of nothingness. So this is the main part of making YouTubes is just eliminating the dead spots and getting right to the point. Getting right to the point. Nobody wants to hear you jibber jabber unless you're really entertaining, like I am right now. So cut the dead spots, and Bob's gonna be your uncle. More dead spots. And this is a fun. For some reason, it's fun making these videos. Because at the end you get this finished product that didn't exist before, so you're like bringing something into existence. It must be kind of what it feels like to bring a child into this world. You know, you bring something in that wasn't there before. It's a beautiful piece of art. So we're going to try and turn this video into a beautiful piece of art. So here we go. We'll just watch this video through, see what happens.
Hey guys, quick video on how to contact people, how to send people an email that they're actually going to read and respond to.
Boom. So this is the first section. It explains everything what this video is going to be about.
How to send people an email that they're actually going to read and respond to.
So after that, I should get right to the point and say how you should respond to an email or what a bad email looks like. So let's try and find some footage of that. I just saw some here. Some I show on the screen. Where are you? Here we go. See, all this now could be deleted. This whole section right here might be deleted.
Here's an example.
Here's an example. That's what we want. We want an example. People want examples. We learn best from examples. So right away, I know the area I want now. I want this general area, so I'm going to bring up the blade tool, which is by pressing B, I can use the blade, but I want to zoom in first. I press the Z, zoom in, and now we can get specific, see where I want to go.
Alright, so here's an example. Alright, so here's an example.
Often when I'm filming, I'll say something like, here are the roses, and I'll say, here are the roses, and I'll say, here are the roses, just to get it perfectly, so I do that here.
Alright, so here's an example.
Garbage, not going to use that.
Alright, so here's an example of a big email I got.
I will use that though. So this, I delete. Never want to repeat yourself.
Alright, so here's an example of a big email I got. Hey Ted, blah 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 blah. No question, no question, no question, no question mark, no question mark, no question mark, no question mark, no question mark. Anyway, the point of me writing this, it says, is, and then another massive paragraph, and then at the end he apologizes and says sorry for bad grammar.
So that, I was giving an example of the question mark usage, using a question mark. So we got to make this relate to now what I'm talking about. So this is a prime piece of prime section here, which I'm going to use for the video. The rest I can really edit down. Let's see what I talk about here.
I reply to a few emails that I don't even want to. I now respond to pretty paragraph, and just get overwhelmed and just not big block of. And I used to not get back from new people. A few dozen unique messages that I don't want to say.
Okay, let's see.
Respond to. Now, I don't want to say I get hundreds of messages, but I do get a few dozen every week from new people. A few dozen unique messages that I have to get back to. And I used to not get back to them. I used to just like see this big block of paragraph, and just get overwhelmed and just not respond to them. But I now...
we can get rid of So we click on there, go here, delete.
Not respond to them. I now respond to pretty much every single email I get, and I want to give you guys some tips on how to email people so that they actually want to reply back to you, because I reply to a few emails that I don't even want to reply back to, and it's painful. So you don't want to put people in a pain.
So in a situation like this where I got food on my face, like right here, only a little bit, but I notice it, I might put some text. So you go over here, you want to add text to the screen, you go over here to this section, and you click on whatever kind of text you want. You want basic title, you want lower third. I want lower third title. I don't want the text to be too dead center. So I'll put some text right there, throw it in, and right off the bat, you click on the screen right here, and you can start editing that text. So when this is yellow, you go over here, you double tap on that, and you can start typing. Ted is cool. But over here is where you actually see everything that's going on. Right now you can't see it. You gotta click on this arrow, and you can really get specific with your text. So Ted is cool. I'm not gonna say that though. I'm gonna say thumbs up for the dragon fruit on my face. Most people think dragon fruit is white. It's actually purple here in Malaysia. So thumbs up for the purple dragon fruit on my face. Delete. You can get rid of that. You just need this bit. And you want to maybe put this, you want to drag it somewhere. Why isn't it? Click out. Just click and drag where you want it. Very simple. And let's make this font purple actually. People might respond better to that. So you change the color of the font. So here's all the basic information, the font style. We'll keep it how it is. No, it's pretty boring. It's a very boring font. We'll make it nice. That's a nice font. That's a nice font. It shows that you put some thought into it when you use a nice font. So well, that's a nice font there. We'll use that, and then we'll go down and we'll use a purple color now. Maybe. Spinning if it looks good. That looks pretty good. It's hard to see though. You can't really see it. Can't really see it. Maybe you could see it better. There we go. That's nice. Can we make it bolder? Can we make the font bolder, Ted? Or maybe even bigger? Well, you can make it bigger, that's for sure. Drag that. That's nice. That's good enough. Well, but can you make it bolder? That's the question. Let's see if we can make this bolder. Well, the face is here. We show the face. Face just means color, okay? Outline can maybe make it a bit thicker. But we don't want to make it thicker. We don't want a shadow. We don't want to glow. Doesn't look like you can make this font bolder. Maybe if I chose a bolder font. But no, can't make this one bolder. We'll leave it as is. Good enough. Back to the video. Hey, what's this? Blank spot, right? Get rid of that. Kill it. So you use the B there. Use the B there. Another blank spot. Use the B there and B there. Go back to the selection tool. Delete and delete. Now let's go back. See what I was doing.
I now respond to pretty much every single email I get, and I want to give you guys some tips on how to email people so that they actually want to reply back to you. Because I reply to a few emails that I don't even want to reply back to, and it's painful. So you don't want to put people in a painful situation that makes them feel like they should get back to you. You want to send people messages so that...
That's way too long text. So we'll cut the text right about there. Notice how I use the blade tool. You press B, cut it wherever you want, and then back to A and delete. Very simple. Here's another blank spot, another couple blank spots. So let's use that other method where you just press the B there, press the A, and then you drag. That's another way. We'll do it here as well in case you like that. I do both from time to time. I don't really know which one I like better. Guess it depends what mood I'm in. I think if I'm doing a lot of them, I'll use the double blade of cut, then delete. But if I'm doing just one minor one, I might just do the cut and drag there.
Send people messages so that when they read them, they want to get back to you. They read this and they're excited to get back to you. Now the first things first, when you send someone a message.
There's a blank spot here. What are we going to do about it? Let's get rid of it. Another one there, and another one there, another one there. There's a few because I'm so zoomed in I can see them now. So I'll click there, I'll click there, I'll click there, and I'll click there. And now I'll go A and shorten it up. Shorten it up. Shorten it up. Shorten it up. And shorten it up. Now let's see how this sounds.
First things first, when you send someone a message, make it short. You got 3 sentences, 4 sentences tops.
That was nice, hey? It's nice. You cut, and it's like, it looks like a real vlog.
Things first, when you send someone a message, make it short. You got 3 sentences, 4 sentences tops. That's 1 paragraph.
Done. Nicely done. So this whole video editing thing is just about getting things short and concise to the point. We live in 2015. Nobody has time for rambles. Nobody has time for rambles. Now, sometimes there's a blank spot. Like right here, there's a blank spot. But as you see in the video up top, up here, I'm doing something with my hand, and I want that hand to be emphasized, so I'm not going to delete that. But I will shorten up the rest of these. So you got to be careful. Sometimes there's a blank spot. It's because you're doing something with your hands, or you're showing something, you're not actually talking. All this stuff down here is just audio. So just because it's quiet, blank, doesn't mean it's actual emptiness. It's just most of the time it is emptiness. But sometimes you're actually doing something that's that you don't want to cut. Anywho, back to this.
So you say, hey Ted, and then send a paragraph, and then send.
We want to get rid of So the beautiful thing about this is you make yourself sound like a very proficient speaker because you never say or
paragraph, and then send. Sign your name if you want. Now, in that paragraph,
blank spot. We can get rid of you. Blank spot's a massive blank spot. Drag her back.
In that paragraph, if there is not a question mark in there,
I say in that paragraph twice, which means I can delete it if I want.
Now, in that paragraph.
Yep, we delete that in that paragraph.
If there is not a question mark in there, then I might not respond back.
That was very long-winded. So, we don't have time for that. We're going to shorten it up.
If there is not a question mark in there, then I might not respond back.
Yeah, guys, when you're sending an email to someone, put a friggin' question mark in there if you want them to respond back. Because I get so many emails, and some of them don't have question marks, and I don't have to read through to find the underlying meaning and message of the email. But if you send it with a question mark, I know right away what the purpose of the email is. I can answer your question without having to read the rest of the mumbo jumbo. Kind of like I'm doing here, cutting through the emptiness.
If there is not a question mark in there, then I might not respond back. But if you put a question mark, my eyes quickly go to that question mark, and I can quickly read the question and start thinking about an answer as I'm reading the rest of your paragraph. So whenever I open up an email, especially a big long sucker like this one,
So here I'm looking for an email. I don't want people to see me looking for an email. So at least I told them what I'm going to do. Now I'm just going to deliver. Nice. Oh, and here comes our usage. We can use this puppy. So I know, because this is all good, because we saved it before, I can get rid of all this stuff. All this is going to be deleted. Delete.
Long sucker like this one. Alright, so here's an example of a big email I got. Hey Ted, blah blah blah.
Don't need to tell him it's an example. Here I tell him it's an example. I don't need to tell him it's an example because right here I told him here's an example.
Especially a big long sucker like this one.
Like this one.
This one. Hey Ted, blah 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 blah. No question, no question, no question, no question mark, no question mark, no question mark, no question mark.
Sometimes you can't see anything right here.
Anyway,
there's nothing to see, so you have to press the space bar and pause it, and then this stuff loads for you to see what the heck's going on. So there's a few blank spots here. I'm gonna leave it though, so just so people can really see on the screen up here. Because if I keep deleting these, then they might not see as much text. So we'll see what happens.
Hey Ted, blah 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 blah. No question, no question, no question, no question mark, no question mark, no question mark, no question mark, no question mark. Anyway, the point of me writing this, it says, is, and then another massive paragraph, and then at the end he apologizes and says sorry for bad grammar.
Anyways means you're off track, so you want to try to avoid cutting out where you say anyways. That means you kind of rambled. You don't want to tell people you're rambling.
Not here to critique.
So we'll get rid of that. We'll re-enter the me by saying the critique.
Bad grammar. Not here to critique an email that I'm getting, but I wanted to use this as an example. You saw those big paragraphs.
Well, if I say I'm not here to critique and then I go ahead and critique it, then I'm critiquing it, aren't I? So let's just start here.
I wanted to use this as an example.
Okay, so we'll cut here.
I wanted to use this as an example. You saw.
So here I kind of stutter.
I wanted to use this as an example.
Or I murmur, whatever. So you zoom in. Let's get really specific here. I don't need to repeat myself. And cut.
I
think you cut around here.
I wanted to use this as an example. You saw those big paragraphs. I wanted to use this as an example. You saw those big paragraphs.
So now listen to this. Smooth transition.
For bad grammar. I wanted to use this as an example. You saw those big paragraphs. Nobody wants to open up their email and see 6 massive paragraphs without a question mark.
There was a blank spot there. Don't think I missed it. Right there. I got you. Slide her on back, Billy. There's another one here too. Slide her on back there, Billy. And one more here. Bring her on back now, Sally. There you go. That a girl, that a boy.
Paragraphs. Nobody wants to open up their email and see 6 massive paragraphs without a question mark, and then at the end saying hope to hear back from you. So that's what that email was. So first things first, keep it short. Second thing, add a question mark if you want a response. Third thing, right off the bat.
That's a big blank. Nobody has time for that. People are gonna be checking their phones and forgetting all about this video if there's more blank spots like that. So now we're getting to the meat of it. We're getting to the meat of it and talking about the points involved here. How to send a good email. You guys are seeing the behind the scenes. Okay, so let's check this out.
Second thing, add a question mark if you want a response. Third thing, right off the bat, give them something. Offer them some suggestion, offer them some advice. Maybe just say, thanks so much, here's my testimonial, like, thanks so much, you've helped me, or whatever. Just right off the bat, give them something. Whether it's a thank you, whether it's some advice, or whether it's some criticism, or whether it's a link to something.
Hold up, buddy.
Give them something.
Come on. We go up here. Let's find out how much space I have left so this video doesn't not save. Storage. I have 24 gig free. That's good enough for this video. Okay. Sorry. It's important to check that when you're trying to make a video like I'm making right now. Make sure you have enough space. Blank spot. And an A blank spot and an You see that? Get rid of the blank. And sometimes, like right now, my Final Cut Pro is starting to get a little slow because I'm doing a lot of cuts. You go up here, File. You go Delete Generated Event Files. Just to be safe, delete render files, unused only. You can do these ones. I'm not 100% sure what they do. They might lose some things. I've done it before. Didn't lose anything personally, but I don't want to be responsible for you losing valuable stuff by doing those. Let's just go unused only. Things instantly become quicker. So that's nice to use. Good little hack there. Speed things up when they're getting slow. And okay, let's see where we're at. Oh, look at that blank spot. Your brain becomes very well trained the more you do this. You can do this super quickly. I'm trying to teach it right now, talk about it, so it's a little quicker. I mean, it's a little slower. So I want to make sure I'm saying the right things. But for the most part, it's pretty darn quick. Anyways, let's see what this sounds like.
That's what that email was. So first things first, keep it short. Second thing, add a question mark if you want to.
Notice how I can't see anything? It's all blue.
Right off the bat,
you gotta press the space bar. Space bar pauses it and then it instantly brings up all the audio.
Them some suggestion, offer them some advice. Maybe just say.
We can get rid of If you hear yourself saying in a video, you edit it out.
Third thing, right off the bat, give them something. Offer them some suggestion, offer them some advice.
I've already cut it. Delete.
Advice. Maybe just say, thanks so much, here's my testimonial. Like, thanks so much, you've helped me, or whatever. Just right off the bat, give them something. Whether it's a thank you, whether it's some advice, or whether it's some criticism, or whether it's a link to something.
As you see, I'm scrolling here. This is me scrolling. I'm following.
Give me something that's going to make
I'm following
me feel
the red
like,
line.
Whoa, cool.
But there I pause, so I press spacebar and rewind here a little bit, bring it back, and let's do a little cut.
It would make me feel like, whoa, cool.
Delete. Another blank spot. You guys are good. You guys are starting to find these before me. Okay. See what it sounds like.
Whether it's some advice, or whether it's some criticism, or whether it's a link to something, give them.
Okay. Here we go.
Or whether it's a link to something.
Cleaning lady just started cleaning outside my room. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with this. Hopefully you are able to hear me still.
Or whether it's some criticism, or whether it's a link to something, give them something. Give me something. Give me something to work with. Give me something that's going to make me feel like, whoa, cool. And then lastly, don't expect a response. Don't expect a response. Because when you send someone an email and you expect a response and they don't get back to you, you can feel upset and you maybe change your image of the person. But if you don't expect a response, you just send it for the sake of sending it. You just hope for the best. That's the better route, because then when you do get a response, it's like, oh, cool, so-and-so responded to me. But man, really short and simple.
We can get rid of all this. Because what do I say? I say, but,
so responded to me. Really, really short and simple. Keep your email short and simple. 3 sentences.
I don't just say really short and simple.
Short and simple.
When you're doing these close edits as well, like right before you say something, make sure you don't cut off the first syllable of the word. So if you're saying the word keep, make sure you include the sound k instead of saying eep.
Keep your email short and simple. 3 sentences, 4 sentences max. Make sure to add a question mark in there, and be sure to give something without expecting anything in return.
Z, zoom. Almost done the video, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Hopefully you're learning something.
Without expecting anything in return. And then don't make any assumptions. Without expecting anything in return. And then don't make any assumptions either. Try not to make any assumptions. I get a lot of people making a lot of assumptions.
Some lady assumed that I would want her to come and live with me so that she could be my she could be like a test subject for me to use as before and after pictures. She said she'd come to Thailand and live with me, and I could take before and after pictures of her, assuming I'd want to do that.
Try not to make any assumptions. I get a lot of people making a lot of assumptions. Don't assume. A lot of assumptions. Don't assume anything with your email. Just offer your advice.
There's an example of where I'm going to keep the blank spot because I'm showing emotion. I'm showing, you know, that emotion.
Don't assume anything with your email. Just offer your advice or say thanks or
You can get rid of though. Or rumpa pum pum, rumpa pum pum, rumpa pum pum.
Advice or say thanks, ask a question, and then if you get a reply, you get a reply. If you don't, you don't. That's it. But yeah, just quick video. Hope this helps, because in today's environment, we used to live in in the 1800s. You walk up to somebody, you talk to them. If you start talking your mouth up, blah 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 blah, the person has no choice but to really just stand there and kind of awkwardly stand there and listen to you talk. But nowadays it's email, so I can see that you're going to be blabbing for 6 paragraphs. I don't need to respond, but you don't want to put people in that painful situation, so you need to now learn how to email people instead of learning how to not talk your head off. Just learn to email people, send them a short paragraph, and maybe I'll do my best to practice uploading shorter videos, because I tend to have a tendency to make these videos longer than they need to be. But anyway, hope you got something from this video. If you did, post in the comments down below an example of an email that you would send me that would make me want to reply. I'd love to see your comments down below. That'd be really cool. And
most of the time I hate it when people say that. Post your comments down below. I love to read them. But this is legit, man. Like, listen to what I say here.
you want to reply.
I'm getting people to post in the comments an example of an email they would send me that they think I would reply to. Now that's a cool suggestion for a comment.
If you did, post in the comments down below an example of an email that you would send me that would make me want to reply. I'd love to see your comments down below. That'd be really cool.
Legit.
And give this video a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you can see my thumb, it's actually kind of purple because I've been eating these purple dragon fruits.
Oh-ho! Guess what we can do now? Because they already know about the dragon fruits here with my text, so we'll copy this text. We'll Control-C on the keyboard. Very simple. Come back over here to where this white line is handily here. I see my thumb, and it's going to be familiar to them now. They're going to see thumbs up for the purple dragon fruit on my thumb. We're going to retype it. So how to retype it? Put the line over the bar, make sure it's yellow. Now we go up here, double click on it, and we can either edit it right here on the right side, or we can edit it right on the page. For now we'll do it on the right side. So instead of the face, we'll say thumb. We'll give an exclamation mark, and maybe make it a bit bigger. We'll see what happens. It's just hard to see. Hard to see. Yeah, we'll keep it. Oh shoot! When you highlight just two letters like this, the size changes only the 2 letters. So you gotta highlight everything. Make everything smaller. I have this tendency of making work harder than it needs to be. I don't even need to do this, but just doing it for the love of it. Oh man. Okay, this is a mess. We're just gonna delete this whole thing. Repaste it. I don't know what was going on there. I'm gonna delete generated files again. It's starting to get a little slow. Delete generated files. Also could be slow because I'm recording this video. I'm using QuickTime, by the way. I'll show you how to record a screen recording after this also. Give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Okay, change it so instead of face, we want to say thumb. There we go, good enough. Send me that would make me want to reply. I'd love to see your comments down below. That'd be really... Don't let your text ever come before what you say though. Text should come at the moment you say it, not a second before. Really cool. And give it right here. And give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If you can see my thumb, it's actually kind of purple because I've been eating these purple dragon fruits. They're outstanding. Just purple dragon fruits, so many of them. My compost looks better than most people's dinner plates. My compost looks more appetizing than most people's dinner plates, man. It's awesome. Anyways, peace, thanks for watching. That's it. Now at the end, I'm actually not going to use my video intro here. Usually I would. I put my video intro at the end as well, just a way of finishing it off, but this video has nothing to do with Fruitarian Lifestyle Mastery, which is what my intro is all about. Fruitarian Lifestyle Mastery. This video has nothing to do with that, so let's delete that. And let's put a nice fancy touch at the end. It's always nice, instead of just an abrupt ending, you can have a fade out. So if you use the fade out, it's going to chop off like the last 2 seconds of your footage here. So you don't want to end your footage like right when you're talking and then use the fade out. You want to actually use some scrap footage at the end. Go over here to your transitions, right beside the letter, and go to blurs or dissolves. We're going to use dissolves, and then fade to color. Simply drag and drop. Notice how it took off the last 2 seconds there. It's awesome. Anyways, peace, thanks for watching. Boom, fades. That's it, guys. Now when you're done, you can't save projects. It's auto saved. Every time you make a change, it auto saves. So you go up to file, you don't need to worry about saving. You just go share and you go master file. Or you go splat E. Command E, the way Steve Jobs would want you to do it. So let's do that. Without going up to file, we just go Command E on the keyboard, and up pops this. We call it YouTube practice, and there we go. It takes up 778 megabytes. Press next, and then it's gonna ask where to save it. We'll go desktop for now. Save. Cool part now is that you can go instantly start working on a new project. You can go splat N or Command N to work on a new one, I believe it is. Yep, Command N, and you can instantly start working on another project without interfering with this one. It's really, really cool. But to see what the progress is like, because you don't know what's going on and what percentage it's finished, you go up to Window here, and you go to Window, and you go to Background Tasks, or Command 9. So let's do Command 9 on the keyboard. Go Command 9, and this pops up. And right now it says, for some strange reason, I've never seen it at 0% before. So that's funny. Oh, there we go, 1%. It's probably super slow because I'm recording this video on QuickTime. So that's actually definitely why, or else it'd be like 50% done right now. So to film something on QuickTime, this is a double bonus here. You open your QuickTime, you open QuickTime, and you simply go up to File, and you go New Screen Recording. You click on that, and then when you're done, when you want to finish, you just press this stop button, which I'm going to press right now. So in 3, oh, and this Flickr uploader, amazing! Get this app too, guys. every time you upload a photo to your computer, it automatically gets uploaded to Flickr, so then you can delete it from your computer without worrying about losing it. So a really handy device there. It's automatic, runs behind the scenes, or you can pause it if you want. So we'll pause it for a week. Anyways, see you guys. Hope you got something from this video. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube video now, and I'll upload it to YouTube soon, and you'll see it then. Peace.